And then, again, June 15. And then, but sinabi rin ni Enrile, again, just the other day, on broad, di ba? Sigurado yan, hindi lalampas ng June 30. Aba, hindi ka na pwede lumampas ng June 30 kundi walang presidente.
Yes,
diba
there
po?
will be
Ganun
constitutional crisis.
There
will be a vacuum.
You really... So, ako, excuse me for saying, while they're doing that, is this not a show, a circus? It seems. Okay, you've got the group of the suffrage committee.
Yes.
Ang dami nagrereklamo dyan. Pero that's still not, it's the wrong venue. Di ba po? Dapat sa korte yan eh.
Sa korte.
Pero it's wrong. Wala mangyayari and yet we're hearing it. So marami na agitate, naiinis. Kasi loob-loob ko, can we still undeclare those that have been, whose hands were raised already? You, for example, your hand was already declared. You were already declared by the Board of Canvassers, municipal canvasser, di ba? Hindi naman pwede babalik, Mr. Barsaga, Congressman, hindi po kayo nanalo kasi ibang account. Hindi pwede, much less the President. So, what we're seeing now is just, what? Waste of time. Ganun ba yun? Hindi naman.
Hindi naman siguro.
Hindi naman.
But at least, kaya nga, we want to emphasize that this is the first time that there has been automation in our elections.
So, naninigurado lang lahat.
Naninigurado tayo, there are some glitches, and hopefully, all these failures and errors would not be remitted in the event that in 2013 or in the future, we shall be also having automated elections.
The Congress, the Board of Canvassers is really, again, not the right venue to find out if there are computer glitches or there are problems in the PCOS. Yes. I mean, ang daming issues. For example, it came out. The CF cards is the only memory a bank of the PCOS. The PCOS is only a machine.
Yes.
Wala palang hard disk yan. So, again, doon, sinabi pa ng iba na pwede lagyan ng saksakan ng keyboard yan kasi USB lang in and out yan. So, in other words, pwedeng maraming insinuation. The problem is, I'm not sure it's doing the country any good with the delay of not proclaiming the president. Di ba parang ganun? Unless it is the intention and the objective of the committees or the formation in Congress to say, no, Noynoy did not win. Or is this because we're delaying it because there's still a fight ongoing with the vice presidency? Hindi, mahirap eh.
Yes.
And then, of course, those that lost in the local, we see this in Quezon City, most especially in Quezon City. And of course, Mayor Atienza against Mayor Lim in Manila. Nakikita natin nagbabakbakan, pero tinaas na yung kamay ni Mayor Lim. Tinaas na ang kamay ni Bautista. Hindi naman pwede, hindi ka nanalo.
And as a matter of fact, I think in the two cases which you have mentioned, the corresponding electoral protest has already been filed by the losing candidates.
So they have to go to the right venue.
Yes.
Hindi dyan.
Ang sa amin naman siguro, kaya ginagawa ng aming Committee on Suffrage so that kung magkakaroon ulit tayo ng automation, we could make the necessary legislation or amendments in the existing.
So again, it's in aid of legislation to understand again what's going on. So after all, we are looking after the 15th Congress. While we're talking, you will see there's a picture here right there to my left. This is what's going on right there. You'll notice they're all in the middle of the floor. And from time to time, somebody goes up and starts talking. Ayan, nakikita po natin. Ang nangyayari po dyan, naririnig natin, we're trying to bring to you as much as possible what's going on there. But problem is, when you start watching, you're not sure you know what's going on. And then all these little numbers come up of 196, 1,000, whatever. And it doesn't suffice to say that there is no real direction of what's going on, of who's winning, who's losing. Parang, so dapat to be patient. There is prudence in being meticulous.
Yes.
And this is the law, and this is the work of congressmen pala. At the end of the session, the end of the 14th Congress, ito palang culmination parate. Only if there's a pag-presidential election.
Yes.
Only for presidential election.
In the words of Speaker Nograles, we don't want to sacrifice speed as against accuracy.
Correct. But Speaker Nograles is not a re-electionist.
Yes, he's not.
To me, it's a little... Well, pagtaas nito, out na siya. Out na siya. So, mangyayari niyan, nagpapatagal. Ba't di na lang i-declare na? Hindi mo naman pwede sabihin, hindi mo dineclare eh. Is there a way of speeding that up? Hindi kaya.
Hindi kaya, sa tingin ko. Because even the other candidates are represented by lawyers. And we cannot dispense with the formalities insofar as the COCs are concerned.
Why?
Isisin mo yung COC, titignan mo talaga kung on its face, talagang genuine and it has been duly executed.
But how can politicians know what is genuine and what is not? Dapat COMELEC, IT specialist, di ba parang ganun eh? Kasi automated nga eh.
O nga, at least doon sa COCs, pag tinignan natin, makikita natin na talagang regular. Walang mga erasures, pirmado ng BAI, etc. Normally, that's that.
Hindi mga napunit,
all the signatures are already there. Kung hindi kompleto ang signature.
What happens if we find something that is incorrect? For example, the digital signatures were not signed.
Normally, from what I have heard from them, isa-set aside muna nila yon. Yung medyo contested. Tuloy muna tayo. If this uncontested would not be material for the proclamation of the winning president or vice president, then they might as well go with the proclamation. And that is the rule insofar as local and other national candidates are concerned.
So can I ask you that question? Can Congress not declare the president and say there was something wrong with the election? Can this body, this group that has formed, and say, well, mukhang may problema yung eleksyon, mukhang ganito nangyari, we cannot proclaim it?
No, they cannot. My perception is that they have to decide on all these problems, whether to allow or not to allow a particular COC and declare a candidate. If the losing candidate should feel that there has been error committed by the canvassing body or there has been some fraud, then the remedy is to file an election protest before the Supreme Court.
Yeah. That is for the local. But for the
for the national. I'm talking about the national.
But you mean for the president and vice president, pwede sabihin ng Congress, well, hindi pwede walang mangyayari kasi ang findings namin maraming errors. So hindi pwede mangyari yan.
Posible mangyari.
Pwede rin yan.
Posible lang i-disallow ang isang COC.
Isa lang.
Halimbawa, dalawa.
Pero kung marami nga nakita, there is a majority of those that are in question. Can this body say, no, we cannot declare the president because may problema?
Unang-una, they have to make a vote.
Among themselves.
Among themselves. And in case of tie, under the rules, it will be decided by the Speaker and the Senate President. And I don't think that it will reach that point. Because ultimately, we know what would happen if no president is declared by June 30. There will be a vacuum in our leadership, and the consequences are really very alarming.
Yes. But knowing that, one should not still make decisions because of what they foresee. If the congressmen find that there are real problems and issues with the COCs and all the canvasses of votes that came in, at nakita nila may problema, and it's a majority, regardless of what can come, it is still their role and responsibility to say, or it's not anymore, it's automatic. Hindi pwede, you have to declare. So in other words, if they have to declare, why are we going through this?
They have to decide whether they will consider that or not consider.
But they have the power to say no. But they have the power to say no.
They have the power to say no. Sa madaling sabi, halimbawa, sinabi nila 10 COC, we will not consider that.
Correct.
On the basis of the remaining COCs, whoever gets the higher number of votes or the highest number,
doon nila idadaan.
ide-declare na nilang presidente.
So, sasabihin nila ito null and void kasi may problema.
Yes.
Pero based on what's available, ito ang direksyon, ito yung So, the power pala of this group, it's not to be set aside. This is something to consider. This group is there to, parang check and balance din pala ito.
Yes, definitely.
At the end of the day, it's a check and balance.
As a matter of fact, you can see
so I can appreciate what's going on, di ba?
The three branches of the government are taking a major active part insofar as this issue is concerned. First, we have the president and vice president to be declared, which is part of the executive body. Then another co-equal body would be the legislature, which actually canvasses the results of the presidential elections. And then if you have a protest, the losing presidential
goes to the proper venue.
To the Supreme Court.
To the Supreme Court.
Kaya tatlong independent co-equal branches of the government are taking part in this process.
So this process actually is to make people understand. Kayo po mga nanonood, ang purpose pala nito is really, this is an exercise in what is called checks and balances between the different groups in government.
Yes,
the legislative, the executive, and the judiciary.
Yes.
And right now, it is with the legislative that convenes to check and look after what the COMELEC was constituted. That's why they were put together. Diba? Kasi the COMELEC was the one in charge. It's an independent constitution. You have the three powers, you have the three independent groups, but there's 5 constitutional bodies. Di ba? You have the Constitutional Commission and of course the COMELEC, which also is an independent group.